It's time to get into 10 of the worst dating mistakes older guys tend to make and how you can avoid them so you can have a more successful dating life. Now, whether you're back on the dating scene freshly or have been dating for a while, it's crucial to recognize habits that might be turning potential partners away. If you want to improve your dating game and make great impressions, stick around as we break down these 10 worst dating mistakes and offer practical tips on how to steer away from them. Now, if you're new here, welcome, Jeff, your Style O.G. On this channel, we discuss various men's lifestyle topics such as style, grooming, and dating. If any or all those topics interest you, I invite you to subscribe, tap the notification bell, and join us. And to my returning friends like Tim Clark, salute. Now, first up on the list of the 10 worst dating mistakes older guys tend to make is one that, of course, is near and dear to my heart: not reevaluating your style in your grooming. This is a crucial dating mistake because your appearance is one of the most important things when it comes to making a great first impression. And I get it, us OGs, it's very easy to get stuck in a style that worked for us 10, 20, or 30 years ago. But sticking to these outdated style and grooming preferences can make you seem dated and out of touch. You don't want that. And another thing, it also can indicate a lack of self-awareness and effort. Trust me, when you're going on these dates, women are putting a lot of effort into how they appear, and they expect you to do the same. As times change, so does style and grooming preferences and social norms. You gotta keep up to stay relevant. That old haircut or facial hairstyle that worked for you back in 1995 might not work today, my brother. Now, next up is a very common dating mistake for us OGs: sticking to outdated dating strategy. Now, this is a mistake for older guys because it can make you appear out of touch to potential partners. Dating has evolved significantly due to technology, social media, and changed social norms. Relying on outdated techniques such as overly formal courtship rituals or expecting the same old rules to apply in a new day, that's a huge mistake. Today's dating culture values authenticity and mutual respect, and women are going to appreciate a modern, adaptable approach. By sticking to outdated dating strategies, you might come across as rigid, inflexible, or resistant to change, all which can be a turnoff to that woman. Embracing new dating strategies prioritizes relevance, a willingness to grow, and an adaptability. Now, next up is one that's on the opposite end of the spectrum from outdated dating strategies. It's a huge mistake to try to act younger than you are. This is a dating mistake for older guys because it can make you come across as inauthentic and insecure. Trying to mimic the behavior, fashion trends, and language of a younger generation means you're probably not comfortable with yourself and your age. And it will just make you seem like you're trying too hard to fit in. When a woman is dating an older guy, she expects you to be older. And trying to act younger than you are creates a disconnect. She won't know who she's dating behind that younger acting facade. Authenticity is key to building a genuine connection. Lean on your experience, your wisdom, the knowledge that you've acquired. When you try to do the opposite, this will signify to the woman a lack of self-confidence. Embracing your maturity can be more attractive to a woman, especially if it's authentic. And this will help you establish the solid foundation of a meaningful relationship. Now, next up, without a doubt, is one of the most common dating mistakes my OGs make: being overly critical or judgmental. Now, this is a dating mistake because it can create a negative and unwelcoming atmosphere, making it very hard to build a genuine connection. Constantly criticizing modern trends, the younger generation, what you see in society, especially new ideas, can make you seem out of touch, closed-minded, and too self-absorbed. This attitude not only stifles open communication, it can make the woman you're dealing with reluctant to reveal her true self, in fear of being judged. You see, women are often attracted to positivity, openness, and the ability to appreciate different perspectives. By being overly critical and judgmental, it makes it very difficult for a new woman to connect with you, because being overly critical makes you come across as being more focused on what you dislike than finding common ground and shared interests. Now, next up is a dating mistake older guys have been making for quite a while: bringing up your financial status. Bringing up your financial status, especially early in a relationship, can make it seem like you're either trying to buy affection or you define yourself by your wealth. Discussing money too soon can shift the focus away from building a genuine connection and put it squarely on materialistic concerns. And believe it or not, it might make the woman you're dating feel uncomfortable or pressured, or even unsure about the true intentions of the relationship. Not to mention leading with your wallet brings in the wrong type of woman. A woman who's interested more in money than she is a genuine relationship. Successful dating relationships are based on shared values, principles, and compatibility, not just financial stability. Now, if you want a direct route to turning off that new woman you just started dating, make this next mistake: comparing past relationships. Now, this is a big problem because it undermines the uniqueness of a new relationship. Not to mention it can create unnecessary pressure. When you're constantly referencing past relationships or experiences, it makes the new woman feel like she's being evaluated against someone from the past, which can be discouraging and hurtful. This comparison can prevent the development of a genuine connection, as it shifts the focus away from the present relationship and onto past experiences, dating failures, and successes. Also, you know what it might signal to the new woman? That you have unresolved issues that prevent you from moving forward. That's not a turn on. To build a meaningful relationship, it's very important to appreciate the present, to focus on the person in front of you without the shadow of the past. And that's closely related to the next dating mistake my OGs tend to make: talking too much about the past. This is a dating mistake because it shifts the focus off building a connection in the present and the future. Constantly recounting past achievements, experiences, relationships, this can seem more like a monologue about history rather than an engaging conversation about mutual interest and current events. This can come across as self-centered or prevent a woman from investing time and energy in a relationship she feels like you can't move forward in if you're constantly talking about the 5 touchdowns you scored against Polk High. I'm talking to you, Al Bundy. Effective dating involves being present in the present and the future, sharing new experiences and focused on building a new relationship rather than being stuck in the past. Now, next up is a common faux pas in older guys, whether we're talking about dating or other aspects of life: being too set in your ways. Now, this is a dating mistake for us OGs because it makes you come across as inflexible, intolerable, and resistant to new experiences. I get it. You've been the way you are for a long time, but this can make you come across as rigid. If you're too stuck in your old routines, old opinions, and habits, it can prevent the growth of a relationship. Because let's face it, if all your old ways work, you wouldn't be single. And this can limit your ability to adapt to a new partner's preferences and needs. And this lack of adaptability can make you less likely to compromise, a very important trait in any relationship. And it can make you come across as being unwilling to share new experiences and new ideas, which is a very exciting part of a new relationship. And this can make it hard to connect with a new partner who values growth and change. Now, next up is a dating mistake my older guys make that might be a little lonely as they enter the dating scene. That's being too eager to impress. Now, this is a huge dating mistake because it can come across as insecure or desperate. When you try too hard to showcase your wealth, your unique traits, or your accomplishments, it can create a superficial connection rather than one that's built on genuine compatibility. And this eagerness also can make the new woman feel uncomfortable or pressured, because it makes you come across as being more interested in validation than mutual interest. You see, authenticity is key in dating. Presenting yourself naturally and confidently is very attractive to most women, rather than trying to impress her with exaggerated claims or gestures. Being genuine fosters deeper connections and shows that you're comfortable with who you are, which is very essential in building a meaningful new relationship. Now, next up is a dating mistake I want you to try to avoid at all costs. Do not ignore red flags. Now, this is a crucial dating mistake because it can lead to unhealthy and potentially damaging relationships. Here's the thing: when you're first back on the dating scene, it's easy to ignore these red flags, to only see the good. This will only hurt you in the long run. And I know a lot of guys may do this because they're seeking companionship. They don't want to be alone. But ignoring these red flags can result in enduring problems. Trust me. Red flags such as inconsistent behavior, rude behavior, or unresolved emotional issues can lead to deep-seated relationship problems as you go along. Trust me, ignoring these red flags will only lead to conflict in the near future. Now, next up is a mistake you definitely want to avoid if you're looking to build something meaningful with a new woman. You want to make sure you're emotionally available. Being emotionally unavailable is a dating mistake older guys make because it can hinder you from building a deep, intimate connection with this new woman. Here's the thing: As we get older, a lot of us are going to come into relationships with baggage. I get it. We all have bruises and scars that we develop over time. But don't let it make you emotionally unavailable. Yes, to have a deep relationship, even us guys have to have some vulnerability. When you're emotionally unavailable, you know how that can come across? As you being distant or unavailable or uninterested. And this makes it difficult for a woman to feel valued or secure. If you have a difficulty allowing yourself to be emotionally available, it's going to be difficult for her to develop true feelings for you as well. And this lack of emotional engagement can lead to misunderstandings, frustration, ultimately a breakdown in the relationship. Now here's the thing, if you're emotionally unavailable and you're only interested in having fun, let the woman know. But if you're looking to build any deep, meaningful connection, you have to let your guard down. Okay, so there you have it, 11 of the worst dating mistakes older guys tend to make. Now do me a favor, let me know in the comment section if you think I left off some common mistakes OGs make out on the dating scene. And if you enjoyed this video and found it informative, I highly recommend you check out a recent video I did about the 10 men's clothing items women tend to hate. You can check it out right here.